Hi there, I'm Molly.
And I'm Jamie, and this is our From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast.
For 15 years now, we've been proudly helping breeders promote hundreds of thousands of pedigree livestock with our easy-to-use animal management-driven website software.
And let's not forget about Hired Hand Live, where over $1 million worth of livestock is sold online each year.
We're excited to bring you market trends, sales data, advice from your fellow breeders, and stories from the ranch.
Our software makes managing your website and your animals a breeze, so you can focus on what you love.
So let us handle your digital chores while you tune in to another episode of From the Pasture with Hired Hand. Welcome back to From the Pasture with Hired Hand. In today's post-sale recap, we're reflecting on the 2025 Texoma Spring Classic that occurred this past weekend, April 25th, in Duncan, Oklahoma. Many Longhorns found new homes and greener pastures to call their own. We'll be diving into all the key data from the weekend, including the most viewed animals, top-selling lots both online and in person, and the overall number of views the animals received on hiredhandlive.com. If you're curious about how the bidding unfolded and which consignments caught the most attention, stick with us as we break it all down.
The Texoma Spring Classic wasn't just about the excitement in the ring or online bidding, it was also about the impressive stats that show just how much interest this event generated. From overall sale averages to the number of views on Hired Hand Live and other key insights, let's dive into the data that highlights the success of this incredible sale.
There were 55 lots listed total in this sale. The unofficial total was 127,250, while the unofficial average was 2,596. The internet-only average was $1,971.
With this being the 8th sale of 2025 to be included in our Hired Hand Live Trends and Averages series, the 2025 annual average to date is $6,474, while the internet-only average was $3,580.
There were 7,288 total views of consignments online and 56 registered internet bidders.
The most viewed lot after the sale was Lot 17, DB Tinkerbell, consigned by Diamond B Longhorns with 310 hits. It was also the number one most viewed before the sale with 252 views.
Now that we've looked at the overall stats, let's spotlight some of the standout moments from the sale. Specifically, we're going to highlight the top 5 lots that were sold to in-person buyers during the Texoma Spring Classic first. These Longhorns not only drew attention, but also left Duncan, Oklahoma with some pretty excited new owners. Let's take a look at who sold and claimed these sale-topping consignments.
The 5th highest seller overall to an in-person buyer was Lot 24, TKR Becca's Sugar Bowl 514, consigned by Loomis Ranch. She sold for $5,200 to Joe London.
The 4th highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was number 51, SH Running Royal 115/8, consigned by Rockin' H Longhorns, selling for $5,500 to Katie Davis.
The 3rd highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was Lot 5, VCR Candy Jam 323, consigned by Bull Creek Longhorns. She sold for $6,000 to Dale Hunt.
The 2nd highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was lot number 46, DH Jake's Cowgirl, consigned again by Rockin' H Longhorns, selling for $6,300 to Jeremy Allstat.
And the number one highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was Lot 17, DB Tinkerbell, consigned by Diamond B. She sold for $7,500 to George Wartzbaugh.
Here are the comments that were in the sale catalog before the sale about DB Tinkerbell. Her date of birth was 3/31/2022. Tinkerbell is a standout in the pasture with her unique brindle pattern. She is sired by the 100-plus inch BR Jungle Gym, bringing in one of the best females in the breed, TTT Jammin' Jenny. Bottom side brings in the genetic minds of Bob Loomis and Brian and Mary Stahl. Tinkerbell has a horn set that is headed the perfect direction as she is rolling backwards to continue that ever-so-desired lateral twist. She comes bred to DB Magnificent, a young bull that should go into the 90s tip to tip and has been throwing lots of flash on his calves.
After highlighting the top lots purchased in person, let's turn our attention to the online arena. We'd like to personally thank the sale host behind the Texoma Spring Classic, who trusted us at Hired Hand to make it all possible for buyers from all over to participate. Some of the weekend's most exciting sales happened through online bidding. Here are the top 5 animals that found their new pastures thanks to Hired Hand Live internet bidders.
The 5th highest selling lot on Hired Hand Live was number 16, RR Queen Expedite, consigned by Hubble Longhorns, selling for $1,600 to Jonathan Reed.
The 4th highest lot to sell online was lot 53, RM Special Mallow 923, consigned by Delvic Farms. She sold for $1,700 to Austin Cravens.
The 3rd highest selling lot over the internet was number 19, BCR Smoky 207, consigned once again by Hubble Longhorns, selling for $1,900 to Jonathan Reed.
The 2nd highest selling lot to an online buyer was lot 52, BL Cha-Cha, consigned by Hubble Longhorns. She sold for $2,100 to Vanessa Hurd.
And the highest selling lot over Hired Hand Live this weekend was lot number 28, Rowdy Spirit BCB, consigned by Might As Well Ranch, and she sold for $4,500 to Dan Batchelor.
With the top online sales covered, let's take a closer look at the impact of Hired Hand Live's internet bidding on this weekend's sale. Hired Hand Live continues to bridge the gap between buyers and sellers no matter where they're located, and the stats from the Texoma Spring Classic speak for themselves. Here's a breakdown of the influence our online platform had during the sale.
There was $13,800 value added through internet bidding, 252 online bids, and 7 lots sold online to 5 different online buyers.
With this sale taking place in Duncan, Oklahoma, our furthest internet buyer was located in New Hampshire, about 1,800 miles from where the sale was held.
And now let's hear from our advertisers.
Do you sometimes feel like you're the only one who doesn't have it all figured out? Rural life can be isolating, but it doesn't have to be.
Welcome to Ag's Most Okayest Farm Girls, the podcast for women who are craving connection, laughter, solidarity, camaraderie, and just overall encouragement in your everyday life and dreams.
Each week, your hosts, Annalise, that's me, and Courtney will cover topics such as farm life, mom life, making money online, side hustles, hobbies, sharing on social media, jobs off the farm, and so much more.
Us rural gals need to stick together, so saddle up for some fun, real, and unsolicited advice and stories from our everyday farm lives.
Grab a drink, we're Ag's Most Okayest Farm Girls, and we're here to help. Listen wherever you find podcasts.
Are you a new Longhorn breeder eager to educate yourself on market trends and sale prices? Stay in the loop with our text messages. Get the latest updates, events, and insider tips on all things Longhorns delivered straight to your phone.
Stay informed by texting website to 888-700-8131, then reply with Longhorns. That's website to 888-700-8131. Sign up today and take your breeding program to the next level.
Looking for top quality Longhorns and a taste of true Texas spirit? Look no further than Cantera Cattle Company. Our passion for Longhorns shines at Old Gringo Ranch, where tradition meets excellence. Visit us online at CanteraCattleCompany.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest updates and ranch life fun. Ready to experience it yourself? Schedule your visit by emailing canteracattle@gmail.com. Remember, God is great, Longhorns are good, and life is crazy.
Let's talk about one of the most exciting ongoing competitions in the Longhorn industry, the NLFR, the National Longhorn Futurity Race. The Battle on the Prairie was held in conjunction with this weekend's Texoma Spring Classic, and we've got the updated standings to share with you. Let's dive into the latest results and see how this weekend's entries impacted the race.
Let's do heifers first. The Class 1 winner was BCR Riley Gaines 435, owned by Bull Creek Longhorns, and she received 230 points.
Class 2 winner was Awesome Jam. She was entered by the Whitlock Vanderford McIntyre Partnership, and she ended with 232 points.
The Class 3 winner was M7 Miss Kitty Safari, entered by LTJ Longhorns, and she ended with 228.5 points.
The Class 4 winner was DB Motions Bella, entered by Diamond B Cattle. She ended with 226 points.
The Class 5 winner for females was Horseshoe J Isabel. She was entered by Jimmy Jones and received 228 points.
The Class 6 winner was BL Cha-Cha Swahili, 372, entered by Loomis Ranch, and she ended with 228 points.
The Class 7 winner was Bucks 20 Megabucks. She was entered by Buxton Longhorns and received 232.5 points.
The Class 8 winner was Tough Mint LP, entered by Lonesome Pines Ranch, and she ended with 233 points.
The Class 9 winner was LT Checkered Now. She was entered by LTJ Longhorns and received 229.5 points.
The Class 10 winner was Horseshoe J Tickled Pink. She was entered by the Jones King Partnership and ended with 234.5 points.
And finishing out the female classes was class number 11. That first place winner was Point Rider, entered by Diamond B Cattle, and she ended the day with 227.5 points.
Now we'll move on to the bull classes. The Class 12 winner was PCC Spirit in the Sky, entered by Pace Cattle Company, and he ended with 223 points.
The Class 13 winner was DB Armageddon, entered by Diamond B Cattle, and he received 228 points.
The Class 14 winner was M7 Double Jack, entered by the Jones Wilson Partnership, and he ended with 230.75 points.
The Class 15 winner for bulls was Argo CA, entered by G&A Country Club Ranch, and he was awarded 228 points.
The Class 16 winner was Box Office, entered by Terry and Tammy King, and he ended with 234 points.
This Futurity also awarded a High Point Heifer and a High Point Bull. The High Point Heifer was the Class 10 winner, Horseshoe J Tickled Pink, date of birth 12/5/22, entered by the Jones King Partnership, and she received 234.5 points to secure that award.
And the High Point Bull came from Class 16 Box Office. His date of birth is 4/18/23, and he's entered by Terry and Tammy King, and he ended with 234 points. Be sure to check out the official NLFR standings on huntingtonsales.com.
Now we'd like to announce this week's social promo winner. Thank you to everyone who commented or shared our post online and entered to win our prize. This is the last and final week of this specific social promo, but stay tuned for future contests in the upcoming months. This week's winner is Kyle Nelson with Little Rustic Farm in Alabama. Congratulations, Kyle.
Looking ahead, we're excited to announce that the next sale will be tending with Hired Hand Live, which means another post-sale recap podcast will follow shortly after. The next event on our schedule is the Glendenning Fiesta sale, and to help you get ready, we'll be releasing a pre-sale informational podcast on Tuesday, April 29th. We'll be joined by the sale host as our guest to give you all the insider details, exciting consignments, and updates you won't want to miss. Be sure to tune in and stay up to date with everything you need to know about this upcoming sale.
And that wraps up our Texoma Spring Classic recap. We hope you enjoyed hearing about the Longhorns who've now moved on to new pastures. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future updates on From the Pasture with Hired Hand. Until next time, take care of your cattle, enjoy the pastures you roam, and we'll see you soon.
When it comes to buying and selling livestock, trust is everything. At Hired Hand Live, we have a platform that breeders and buyers rely on, whether participating in a live auction, an internet-only event, or hosting their own online auction. Our secure, user-friendly system ensures that your bid counts, and every transaction is backed by our commitment to integrity.
Whether you're a part of a consignment sale or planning your own internet auction, Hired Hand Live connects breeders and buyers live and online. Discover why breeders trust us with their livestock auctions. Visit hiredhandlive.com today.